I touched on it briefly with you off the air. Save it for the show as we do. Uh, of course, you were the talk of MLC for a few days this week, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. So in
Correct.
that aspect, we are absolutely killing it as we always do.
Oh,
What else is
100%. Yeah, it's the best podcast on the
totally
planet.
killing it? Getting mentioned almost every show, which is totally unbelievable. That's what it's all about. Now, Kevin said you stink as a guest because when you were on, he didn't get a lot of super chats. Now, I have my feelings about that, but obviously, it's about you. If you'd like to take that
Well, I
first.
talked to a couple people yesterday and the day before. I was on the phone with Rickosaurus for an hour and a half. I was on the phone with the great and powerful Vinny Cash for a couple hours. And they both said, I've never seen as many super chats as when you're on. So Kevin was trying to do what Kevin does by having on shitty guests, and he lied about my appearances. And that's it.
Yeah, because if the show is entertaining, then listen, I mean, there's a place for super chatters, but making a whole show about super chatters stinks. As a viewer, as we talk about ad nauseum at this point, I could give a fuck what these losers think. You know,
Right.
a funny quip here and there, but reading these losers' love messages, the ball washing to Brennan, who gives a fuck? Frankly, the fact that there's less super chats probably means the show is more entertaining because he's not getting to the super chats and the little pay pigs aren't getting their little
And they are
messages
pay
read.
pigs. I mean, you said it. You said it right. They are pay pigs.
Yeah, so they're not getting their messages read when you're on because the show is more chaotic and entertaining,
Right.
and that's it. If you again, I've said this before, but it directly relates to what we're talking about. If you measure a show by how many super chats you get, then you've totally lost your way. I
Well,
mean,
and I learned my lesson
there's no
the other
correlation
day.
between money and entertainment. If anything, it's
When
the opposite almost because then you're just reading people's messages.
correct, and I learned
Send a super chat.
exactly what to prove your point. The other day when I called into Brennan's show, and the sorcerer immediately goes, "Oh, I think I recognize that voice." After Brennan hung up on me, you think he's going to recognize Ray DeVito's voice? You think he's going to recognize anybody else's voice? And he knew. All I said was one sentence: "Did you respond to Stancil's text?" And he hung up. And the sorcerer goes, I think I recognize that voice. He's not recognizing anybody else's voice.